Hey, Eagle Run 2-3. So realistically, I feel like we've made some progress on this. You can see that this part of the driveway is way cleaner than this part. I'm gonna power wash that eventually. But here is the oil stain. And here comes Mr. Greg in the diesel. All right, Mr. Greg. That's neighbor Greg. He helps us out with a ton of stuff. All right, we got the real stuff this time. So let's scrub this in and see what we can do. Okay, so we're gonna get this a little bit wet. I don't know if this is gonna work any better. I think I need some more water. All right, we'll let that set for a little while and we'll rinse it off. All right, well, it's been about 20 minutes. I did not intend to let that dry, but the sun just dried it up. So let's get the water out and we'll scrub on it. I'm not gonna get the power washer out just yet because it doesn't appear that we're gonna be able to do anything without this. So after it dries, I think this has to go on dry, but that's next. So this is kind of interesting. It looks like it has lightened around the stain, but maybe not so much on the stain. Okay, so we're gonna follow the directions here on the Goof Off and get this going. Allegedly, this stuff is the real deal. I'm excited to see how it does. There are instructions for like a cleaning, and then there's instructions for what they call hard to remove stains. So we're gonna go straight to the top, and we're gonna apply a 1/4 or 1/8 of an inch thick. And they're supposed to go past the edge of the stain. Leave on 5 to 8 hours or up to 24 hours. We're gonna give it about 10 hours. Okay, I'm just gonna use some cardboard here to smooth it out and let's get going. Oh, that's gonna take a lot of this stuff. Okay, I'll be back in, I don't know, 8 or 10 hours. Checking in here, it's completely white. It's been about 6 hours. I think I'm gonna let it set overnight and come scrub it out tomorrow. All right, well, I'll be back tomorrow and we'll see how it does. Okay, so I'm really excited about this. It's been 24 hours and look. So I left this here so that we could have something to compare it to. I'll come back and do that part later if it works. So it's been 24 hours and look at that. Just like a chalk. Kind of cool. So it says to get a stiff brush and brush it off. So let's get the camera set up and let's brush it. So this is like a carpet scrubber brush, but I think it's gonna work just fine. Oh, that's kind of cool. That is a lot of dust. Definitely want to sweep this up and not just try to wash it off. That's kind of impressive. There's a lot of dust. Definitely sweep that up. I don't think I'd want all that going down the drive. Okay, let's get the hose out and see what it looks like. Okay, well, on camera, it definitely is way darker than it looks to the naked eye. I'm not sure why that is, but the contrast there is much greater on camera than it is for real. So we're gonna let this dry, but I can say that while it may have lightened it, we definitely still have an oil stain, and it could be that's just as good as it's gonna get. I know I had some people suggest to use a kitty litter and a brick. I don't have a kitty litter, so I'm gonna have to track some down. And oh, this dog barking next door. So we have new neighbors next door, and they just moved in, and they don't have, like, you know, window treatments and stuff set up. So it looks like they're not home, and this guy's probably just a little bit scared. Sorry about that if you hear a dog barking. Hopefully they'll get sorted, and he won't be so nervous to be in the neighborhood. Well, I'm gonna try to track down a brick that's maybe the same color. I have some red brick because my house is red. But let me see if I can get like a gray brick and some kitty litter, and allegedly you can grind that kitty litter in there and make the stain go away. Haven't tried it, but I've had several suggestions for that, so we're gonna give that a shot. But all right, for now, that's gonna end this video. Leave your comments and suggestions. I've tried almost everything you guys have said so far. So, all right, Eagle 1, 2, 3. We'll see you next time. Okay, I had to come right back here. By the time I was done editing, it looks like it's all dry. So we got a good shot here. Again, it is darker on camera than it is in real life, but it is still very definitely still there. It is lighter. In fact, you can see is where it's lighter, and that's where that goof off was. Man, all right. Well, I wanted to give you the after shot, so there we go.